Hello everyone and welcome to Gurung's classes. Today, in this video, we'll be discussing class 10 EVS and then the chapter is food. Okay. Now, in the previous video also, we have already discussed about sustainable agriculture, various forms of cropping. Okay. And then now in this video, we'll discuss about these points like new organic fertilizers. Okay. Or what do we mean by integrated nutrient supply program, or the organic manure, etc., and then the global food security, etc. Now, what do we mean by new organic fertilizers? Now, fertilizers means those chemicals, in fact, okay, or combination, okay, in fact, or those materials, okay, which will enhance the growth of plants. Fine. For example, for human beings also, we eat food. Fine. A normal food, if we eat, okay, then we all will grow, no problem. But when we eat is a balanced diet, okay, a diet with full of nutrition, then definitely it will help the body to grow properly. For bones, calcium is needed, yes or no? Okay. Or iron is needed for blood. Okay. So likewise, for body and its proper growth, other minerals are needed. Carbohydrate, fat, protein, vitamins, minerals, etc., vitamin D, vitamin A, B, C, okay, all these vitamins. So if they all are present properly in the food, in a balanced diet, then the body will show proper growth. Likewise, fertilizers means they will help the plants to grow. But as over a period of time fertilizers were used, and now since the farming sectors, now since the world has seen the effect of fertilizers, especially the chemical fertilizers, that is why nowadays, okay, the agriculture is moving towards a new set of fertilizer that is known as organic fertilizers. Now, what do we mean by organic fertilizers? Organic fertilizers are those fertilizers which are made organically from the plant or animal products or parts, okay, or the leftovers, okay, and they do not hamper the environment. Main thing is it does not hamper the environment, it does not degrade the environment. Okay, it does not cause biomagnification, okay, or it does not cause any eutrophication. It simply will enhance the growth of the plant without hampering or degrading the quality of the soil or the food chain. Okay, so that is known as organic fertilizers. Like we use is cow dung for time immemorial. We've been using cow dung, or animal products, animal dungs are also used. Okay, or plant residues, compost, vermicomposting, because earthworms, they are the friend of the farmers. Okay, so they are literally reared or cultured also, okay, to make compost. Fine. Eggshells are also used, leguminous plants are also used, they are grown along with the crops so that it increases the fertility of the soil. So they all are organic fertilizers which are used extensively nowadays in various parts like Sikkim. Nowadays, Sikkim is the first organic state whereby no any chemical fertilizers are allowed to use in its crops. Okay, and not even the crops are allowed to go from other states to Sikkim. Okay, so I have also seen, I went to Sikkim, there I saw on a particular day, there are markets laid on the side of the roads, whereby people from the villages, they come and they keep small roadside shops, okay, to sell their organic products. And then people also, they come, okay, the buyers also, they come, and then they buy them with huge respect. So hats off to such states, the people, okay, who have taken such great initiative, okay, for the betterment of the country, of the nature, okay, and it benefits the health of the people also. Fine. Now, integrated nutrient supply program. What do we mean by integrated nutrient supply program or integrated nutrient management? This means, see, for the time immemorial, we've been focusing only upon growth of the agriculture. So that means growth of the crop or the plant that we are focusing upon. But the growth totally depends upon the feed, that means the soil. If the soil is full of nutrients, if the soil is fertile, if the soil has nutrients, micronutrients, macronutrients, if the soil pH level is good, if the soil is productive, if the soil is full of humus, if the soil has organic matters, then only the plant will grow. Okay, so that is why integrated nutrient supply program means it's a program which will focus upon enhancing the quality of the soil. Main thing is first the soil quality has to be enhanced. Okay, so that is why they have is a program thinking or saying that how to enhance the quality of the soil. Yes or no? So in that case, either by mulching or either by adding green manures. Green manures means such plants are there, okay, or leaf manures are also there. Green manures means such plants are grown whose leftovers again will help the soil, because the leftovers later on will become manure. Or leaf manures are also there, whereby the leaves, like even if you go to Davil jungle also, okay, we say cactus, okay, Castronopsis indica, okay, the leaves are brought, they are dried, and we also use it. It's best for the dried leaves of cactus, okay, is best for orchid. It's a green manure, leaf manure in fact. Okay, so it also helps in improvising the quality of the soil. Or organic decomposable materials. Even at home also we have is the kitchen wastes are there, okay, either be the vegetables, either be the fruits, or either be the anything, okay, onion peel or potato peel, etc. We keep it in a basket and then we use it, okay, for to make compost. Yes or no? So that means that also is organic. They decompose very fast without hindering the quality of the soil. Better, or in fact, it enhances the quality of the soil. So if at the last, if by doing all organically, also if the quality of the soil is not improvised, okay, then at that time, the use of chemical fertilizers are, okay, are used, or chemical fertilizers are used. But the main focus is to enhance the quality of the soil. So but first priority is given to organic matters. For example, here we have is cow dung and its compost. Okay, what normally you must have seen also, cow is there, cow, cow sheds are there, and then just below the cow sheds a pit is dug. Okay, and then every day the shed is cleaned, and then the cow dung is put there in the pit along with the cow's urine, and along with the plant leftovers, whatever plant parts the cow has eaten, the fodder the cow has eaten, they also are put in the pit. And over a period of time, after 1 year, automatically it gets dried, and that is again spread, or it is put in the field. So that also enhances the quality of the soil. You can use microorganisms also. Microorganisms also can be used to enhance the quality of the soil. Here we have is biofertilizers, crop residues, I told you. Okay, so main thing is integrated, okay, nutrient supply program means a program which main focuses upon enhancing the quality of the soil, first organically, and a bit with the help of chemical fertilizers, but to enhance the quality of the soil, to upgrade. Fine. Now here we have is bulky organic manure, that is farmyard manure. Right now what I told you about cow and its cow's dung, okay, and the leftovers of the food that it has eaten, the urine when mixed, that is called farmyard manure. Okay, apart from that, other manures are also there, which also is used as manures. For example, the animal excretas, okay, animal parts, bones, bloods, okay, all these also are biotic. All these are also obtained from biotic organisms, either from plants, either from animals. They also are processed and made as what? Manure. They also can be used. Fine. So they all are bulky organic manure. Organic manure. See, they all are what? Manure. Manure means mull, okay, and they all are what? Organic. Organic how? That means, one I told you, this is farmyard manure, is obtained from cows dung, but another is it is obtained from animal parts or plant parts. Say suppose dead animals are there, or the skin or the bone, they all are. You must have seen, even in, suppose if you see a dog, suppose if you see a dog food packet, there also you will see, okay, the bones are crushed and it is put there, okay. Or you will see chicken, parts are crushed and converted into pellets, and it is mixed with the dog food, and dog food pellets are made. So that means it's all processed. None of the animal or the plant parts are thrown away. It has been used. Okay, even the oil seeds also, or the oil cakes also, okay, they also are used as manures. Fine. So eventually along with that we have is green manures also, plants used as manure. Green manures are also there. That means you can grow such plants, or such plants are also there. If you grow those plants, or if you use the plant parts, then they can act in enhancing the quality of the soil. For example, neem. For example of example, pea plant. For example, cow pea. These two are leguminous plants. Neem, so they help in enhancing the quality of the soil. If you grow a leguminous plant, definitely the microorganisms, the bacteria is there, okay, the symbiotic bacteria is there. It helps in trapping the nitrogen from the air, and enhances the nitrogen percentage in the soil. So these all are what? Green manure. So that means green means plants, manure means plants which are used, okay, as manure. Okay, and what does manure do? It enhances the quality of the soil. Yes, sorry, it improvises the soil quality. Fine. Biofertilizers. No, what do you mean by bio? Bio means living. Fertilizers, living organisms which are used as fertilizers. Best is microorganisms. Okay, microorganisms are there. For example, blue-green algae are there. Cyanobacteria. Okay, who excuse me. These blue-green algae, they are present in various parts of the world, and they trap the atmospheric nitrogen. They trap the carbon dioxide, and they produce oxygen also. Okay, and on top of that, some of them, they have a special part in their in the cell which can trap atmospheric nitrogen also. For example, we have a certain algae, the blue-green algae is there. Phosphate solubilizing bacteria are there. Azolla, Anabena, Nostoc, all these are, okay, the microscopic organisms which help in improvising the soil quality by absorbing either phosphates or either nitrogen, okay, and stabilizing them or solubilizing them in the soil. Even microorganisms are also there. Plants are also involved. Plant parts are also involved. Animal dungs are also involved. So everything is involved in enhancing, in upgrading the quality of the soil integratedly, which is known as integrated nutrient supply program. Okay, and we have a sewage sludge also. Now see, what do we mean by sewage sludge? What happens is that suppose there is a city, and from the city all the wastewater goes down and is about to be thrown in a river. Long time back, people used to throw. Even now also, if you go to Darjeeling, if you go to Kurseong, if you go to Kalimpong, if you go to other places also, if there is a good sewage system, then definitely all the household waste goes to the Jhora, the Nali, the streams. But in towns and cities, what happens is they have is a sewage system, and all the sewage, okay, the wastewater from your kitchen, from your toilet, bathroom, etc., instead of directly throwing it in the river water or in the nearby water bodies, there is a treatment plant. Before throwing, the water is filtered. That is known as sewage treatment plant, STP. And what happens is that all the water goes there. There is primary treatment, secondary treatment, and tertiary treatment is there, whereby the the solid materials are thrown out, and then the aerobic bacteria are used in the secondary treatment, and then anaerobic bacteria are also used, and then UV lights, etc., are used. Now what happens is that in the sewage, in the wastewater, in the secondary treatment, what happens is that the bacteria eats all the organic matters, aerobic bacteria. Oxygen is also given. Now after that, what happens? The residues, fine, the residues are thrown out, but they can be used as a manure. Why? Because they contain bacteria, they contain the organic matters which are accumulated in the form of a sludge, which is known as sewage sludge. And what are they? They are the byproduct of sewage treatment. They also can be used. See, this you can experience the same thing. Say suppose, same thing. What I mean to say suppose if cow dung can be used as a manure, then why not the sewage sludge? Got my point? Okay, so sewage sludge nowadays are also used, which are solid, okay, and they are used as a manure for the nutrients or for the soil to upgrade its quality. Fine. Now let us talk about gene banks. Now what do we mean by gene banks? In banks we keep money. Why? So that in the future when you need it, you can use the money. So likewise, gene banks means it is a bank, okay, whereby the plants and animals okay, seeds, fruits, parts, tissues are stored, okay, in cold temperature cryopreservation, okay, so that in the nearby future these seeds can again be used. Okay, it's a bank, because in the world you never know, every day so many species are becoming extinct. Okay, so that is why in gene banks, like sperms are also preserved, eggs are preserved, cells are preserved, which is known as what? Gene bank, to preserve the genetic material, like it's in Hyderabad. Okay, fine. This is International Crop Research Institute, okay, for semi-arid tropics. Okay, so it's in India also, we have is in Hyderabad, okay, or we have is in Haryana, etc. So gene bank is a bank where plants and animals, various parts, tissues, cells, okay, genes, sperms, eggs are preserved, okay, in a very nice temperature, cold temperature, so that in the nearby future, whenever needed, it can be utilized for any other scientific purposes. Okay, at last we come to problems of global food security. Now see, uh, population is huge, near about past 7 billions of all over the world. But if we see the distribution of the food, it is not equal. Okay, a country is very rich, a country is very poor, some country is medium. So that is why, a rich country uses all of its resources to buy food, or if it cannot grow, then also it will buy food, it will consume huge amount of food. And then poor country cannot produce also, because of the climatic condition, because of the environmental condition. And number two, you know the economical condition of the country is also not good. Fine, because of that they cannot afford good food, they cannot even afford 3 meals also. So there is a disparity, there is a difference in between. So I have written here is, there is a global food imbalance. Yes or no? What is global food imbalance? It's between rich versus poor. You go to a restaurant, okay, and then you eat food, and then you feel that if I eat all the food on the plate, that will be something against my dignity. Or if you go to a reception, marriage reception, if you eat all the food on the plate, you feel, that it's against your dignity. You should be leaving some food. So that is the tendency of a rich, person, people. Poor people, again, they fight to have that much amount of leftover food also. Okay, and what to talk about nutrition, what to talk about balanced diet, what to talk about is fortified foods. Got my point? So there are 1 billion people obese in the world. That means they eat too much. Okay, they don't exercise, they eat too much, they eat surplus. As a result, they are obese, and there are about 1 billion people only who are suffering from hunger. Imbalance is there because of economical condition, because of political strategy, because of the climatic condition. Okay, so that is why, to balance the global food imbalance, food aids are there. Yes or no? Why are there problems of food security? Is because normally, because towns and cities are formed, the agricultural sector, they are moving towards towns and cities. Nobody wants to do agriculture. They don't get proper loan, there is no proper irrigation system also, there is no security for them. Yeah, so there is no insurance also, and there is no technology, there is no human labor is not possible. Okay, so there are various factors which are causing global food security problems. So that is why there is an imbalance in the global food, global food, the distribution. So that is why one thing is very important, that is food aid. Food aid means it's a donation of food or money in order to buy food, given by a well-established good country or a developed country to an underdeveloping or an underdeveloped country, so that they can buy food, or so that they can get the nutrition, at least they can survive, or the body that is required, okay, for a body to grow normally. So that is donation of food, is known as food aid. Okay, and role of food aid is very important, because according to the law of the nature, let me say, according to the law of the nature, each and every individual has the right to live, to grow properly, and to eat food that also nutritious food full of nutrition. But because of so many factors, they are unable to, they are devoid of. So food aid is very important in equalizing, in bringing equality and removing the disparity. Okay, and balancing the nature, to give respect to each and every individual, okay, and to make live humanity. Okay, so dear students, kindly go through these points, okay, and if you have any problem, okay, you can ask me, and kindly make notes upon it. Okay, so thank you very much.